Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Oh, how's it going? Oh, my hair doesn't look too bad. I thought it was going to look real squirrely. It's a little bit squirrely, but it's not crazy. I did just get out of the shower, so it's better than expected. I'll take it. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking, as per usual. I just got back from the gym. Did a really, really intense workout, so hopefully I got the energy to keep going. I'm slamming an energy drink, even though it's like 9 p.m. We're going to make this happen. Welcome to the final night of the DXBL. Very exciting. We got heavyweights now. We've gone through everything. Everything's done except for the heavyweights rank B. So, pretty excited. I hope... Oh, my camera's a little dark. I hope you guys are excited as well. Let me just adjust this. Because it's only been one day since my last stream, so I can ask how you're all doing. There we go. Ask how you're all doing, but you're probably doing okay, as long as nothing's gotten considerably worse in the last couple of hours. But we're Bing chilling here. We're gonna do the same thing we did yesterday. We're gonna play through some what do you call it? We're gonna play through some of this. We're gonna do the DXBL, and then we're going to do the thing we always do, which is we're going to play some Pokemon Auto Chess afterwards. Heel Slime, how are you doing? Go Pause, thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. Spinda, hello. Most awesome intro to any YouTube channel ever now playing. Thank you. I've been debating updating it. It's been many moons. I'm going to be going silent for a bit to help a person in need. We got Batman over here. Godspeed, brother. Do what you got to do. Very melodramatic way to say that, but you're doing the Lord's work, so have at her. I really like the intro. I do think there's ways to make it a little bit better, though. You gotta preserve it, though. I have the video saved. It's on my channel. But I think I want to update the song a little bit. And then eventually I want to finish the other song I've been working on. I haven't touched it in like a year almost. But this thing here, let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull it up on Family Tracker. It's in my documents. I have this like really long work in progress song. I've been I haven't added anything to it in forever. Archbishop, thank you, man. Thank you, Davey. I can do pull-up reps at 3 reps of 35 and 25 for 180 total. Holy shit, what? That's so many. Holy fuck, that's too many pull-ups. That's like me like lifting like 10-pound weights. What the hell? Family Tracker songs. I don't know what it's called. I'll never figure out what it's called. Maybe if I just open Family Tracker, it'll come up. We're gonna give people a couple of minutes to get in here, and then so this. Might be this. I don't remember what I'm listening to. I don't even remember how to use this program. Is it F5 to play? Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm like missing a lot of the instrumentation and stuff I want to put into it, but it's just like a basic idea of like the bones. It's supposed to be a different part there. I think I lost the other part I was making. I got the Popeye arms too, so I know how you feel. So this is like all the instrumentation and like the mixing and stuff is like not there yet, but like it's just ideas, right? And then like it kind of falls apart here because I really don't have much. I don't have a bass line or anything on this part. I don't remember how to stop it. Is it F5? I legitimately don't remember like any of the hotkeys, but yeah. So it like loops back around to the first bit eventually. Is it here? No. Here. But like an octave higher. Right? No, wait, this part. So I haven't really done any work on like the instrumentation of it, like the actual sounds I want. It's basically I just have like a sine wave and then like I'll figure it out later. And then there's just a bass line, like basic stuff. Like this second pulse here, like I don't really like the way this sounds. Is this solo or mute? It's mute. There. This sound, I'm like not really... I don't really like the sound there, but like, you know, it's just to get the ideas down and then I'll fix it up later. I have to put turnabout and fair play on exact opposites of the bracket to minimize the chances of destined battle. I mean, they can just meet in grand finals. It's easy as just being the best. Moosebone Season 2 sounds like Megami Tensei. Did you see the news? There is news here. 1 second. A mobile game. I don't know anything about this game, but all I know is that it is an SMT game. And because, you know, we're Monster Rancher folks. We're Monster Rancher folks. There's this. I don't know what this is. Monster Rancher collaboration with SMT Liberation DX2. I don't know. Let's check it out. Shit's loud. They got Shuezo. Oh, he's classic 2 moves. Yeah, I don't, Hello MR2 art from 1999. They will never make new art. They will never be ballin'. The Mochi. Mochi with the nails is gross, man. This Phoenix render is pretty cool, though. Hold on. Hold on. 1 sec. They didn't even show the Phoenix in the first clip. They got Mochi, and they got Phoenix, and they're like, look at this volcano. But just the volcano. They don't show Phoenix coming out of the volcano. Oh, it's a gacha game? Of course it is. Raise Suezo, Mochi, and Phoenix alongside your demon companions. It would be interesting to see Monster Rancher monsters in a game outside of Monster Rancher, like to see how the mechanics carry over. Because like I don't know. I assume it's just attacks. Is this game turn-based? Are you just like picking? I don't know. Phoenix here looks a little sauceless. Here, the Monster Rancher 2 like key art is really bad. Having the animated monster sprites going to the theater, riding a boat. Even more evening show vibe. Oh, so that's well, she looks like a bobblehead in the artwork. That's not very good, man. What they did with Worm and Harris Criminal, yeah, Monster Rancher line or key art is not great. Usually, they're really, really gnarly looking. They've got like old school Digimon vibes where they're like weirdly veiny and like I don't know. Turn-based with teams of 4 so they can be support too. Naga and Dragon look good. Naga's he's a little more like svelte, right? Like he's got like the long claws and he's a little bit less bulky. Dragon looks really good though, yeah. Swizzer for next Smash Bros. Will literally never happen, but I would love it. It would be sick. What is this collab? I don't know. I've never played this game. Here, just watch it again. It's some SMT gacha game. The friendly creatures of a monster. Hold on, what did it say? I didn't even read it the first time. Also, it's playing at like 160p. Is it because I'm not on YouTube? I'm on the website. The friendly creatures of a monster collecting classic enter the world of SMT DX2. Monster Rancher doomed to shitty mobile game hell. SMH. It's actually SMT, but close. Shake my tail. Look at that spin. And look at the fucking clock. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm the evil Mochi. He's doing the fucking Jekyll Hyde Jekyll fucking dance from the brain was doing. Was that the Steven Crowder season? I'm just gonna pretend it is. Mochihausen? Very evil. Very nice, very evil, yeah. Mochi crotch shot. We need something to rival Uma. Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of Napoleon Blown Apart. We're not just gonna watch a whole ass episode of Napoleon Blown Apart. Don't worry about it. So how close is this to a game collabs with Persona 5 and dies in a year curse? I mean, maybe maybe it works on like Square Enix rules where if you try to use like a death spell on a dead character, they come back to life. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that, you know, it goes back to the mines. We never see it again, but, you know, we already knew that was going to happen. Tired of trying to correct people that Monster Rancher did everything before Uma? You don't have to do that. I appreciate it. Like, you're fighting the good fight, but we don't need to... it's okay if people are in the dark. It was really funny when I put out the Uma video, and in the video, I make a big point of saying, did my fucking stream die again? One sec. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Hey, nah. Stream died, but it's back. Anyway, we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, that was an OBS thing. That wasn't my internet. It wasn't Twitch. It just like straight up dropped to 0 for no reason, and then reconnected. So we're back. I gotta check what's up with YouTube though, because YouTube does not like it when that happens. On YouTube, when you die in real life. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're back. YouTube's back. YouTube's got kind of fucked up because sometimes when your stream dies, it like makes a new video, right? And Twitch does that as well, but it's not as big of a deal because no one's searching videos on Twitch. But on YouTube, it's a big deal. The horses got me? I know, they did not like that. Anyway, so what was I saying? I was saying that I made a joke in the Uma video about how, you know, it stole from Monster Rancher. Stole is like a very term. It borrowed ideas from Monster Rancher, and no, you didn't miss it. Hasn't started yet. From Monster Rancher and from like Princess Maker, Monkey Puncher. When I said it stole from Monkey Puncher, the stream died. So that was the curse thing. It's all Gallop Racer. So it's not Gallop Racer. I really, really thought Gallop Racer was a thing that it wasn't. It's so unfortunate. Gallop Racer kind of blows. It's literally just horse racing, and then you can like breed the horses, but like there's no raising element to it. It's so unfortunate. You were kidding? I know. I'm not saying this as like a how dare you. I'm saying it as in like my worldview has been like shattered after playing the games. I was led astray. But yeah, so anyway, like it was still inspired by like Gallop Racer. It's animal husbandry, right? But anyway, it was a horse game that became Monster Rancher, which became horse game, which became Monster Rancher. And people in the comments were like, "Oh, this idiot doesn't realize that Monster Rancher came out 2 years after Uma Musume did." And it's like, I'm aware. Like, I understand that nuance is hard online. And the climate of video games is to just be like angry all the time about everything. But like we can have a little bit of joy, right? We can be a little wacky sometimes and make jokes. We don't have to live our lives as if everything said by everybody at every instance is earnest. Sometimes people like to make jokes. Smelly Cheddar, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Also, I didn't realize that gigantifying emote costs bits. What the hell? Sepulchre time. Thank you for the 30 bits for the giant ass dancing wormy we got. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. We got DXBL Heavyweight Championship happening right now. Very funny that the stream dies right before I'm about to start. But we're back up. We're good to go. We're going to make it happen. We're living the dream. Okay, here we go. Stream stuttering worse than the training dummy for my first aid course. Is it still really stuttering? Or is it just you? Can I get a confirmation on that? Like, is it bad for everyone? It says I'm not dropping any frame. I haven't dropped this. Oh, that was a joke. You know what's crazy? Is you can just be like audio issue, and then a streamer, it'll just like derail their whole thing. If you want to like fuck up someone's like stream, just go into like a small stream and go like, I can't hear you, and then close the stream and never look at it again. I had to kill Twitch entirely to get me back. It was my OBS. It wasn't Twitch, which is crazy the first time. Wasn't there in this DX tournament because I'm busy raising monsters through the campaigns of Monster Rancher 1 and 2. Sick. 10 minutes old when I read it. I know, but you know, I'm worried. I got the anxiety, you know. Anyway, it's crazy how anxiety wasn't real until Dochi sang about it. Now it exists. I got Monster Rancher. There we go. I'm looking at my Steam library is actually not very big. I don't buy a lot of games, but it's still crazy how many games in here like I don't play. Mammon King, I'm looking at you. Megabonk, Mugenics. That's just the M's. I played more Mamba Zoo than all those other games combined. Anyway, I got a monster in this tournament, which is cool. I didn't realize that I had 2 monsters in middleweight and heavyweight rank B. Okay, let's get into it. There we go. Also, thank you again to Macho for making the new DXBL Season 4 logo. It's been great. Officially the last day, I'll be using it though, and then we'll be updating it tomorrow a little bit. I really like the new color scheme though, just like the brown. So I might keep the brown and just like get rid of the logo. But it looks sick, and it no longer looks like a nipple. So it's very cool. Gonna take it out to pasture. I should just like upload like a library of all the old graphics I made, like the original MRBL Zilla and the DXBL galley that I made and all that fun stuff. Rip the nip. Okay, I might here before we get into it. I'm pretty sure 3 times Pimpy is on this one. We're just gonna load it and see. Let's see, is this? Yeah, okay. So here's the one he made originally. And it looks good, but you're gonna see why I didn't use it. Here, like, it's shaded really well. It looks sick. It's just, Niton got it going on. You forgot about middleweight finals yesterday? That's alright. At least your monsters were in it. One person didn't get their monster uploaded. That's Heat, though? It's actually sick. Yeah, he did a really good job on it. I heard there was a Ripper. There was 2. It was Ripper versus Ripper Grand Finals. Yeah. One hand on the mouse button. Oh my god. And then the other hand was here one. Making it with one hand, and then you had this going on in the other hand, right? No, wait, I'm sorry. Your student made that. My bad. Okay, let's get into it. Have an entire monster collection in the labs for both Monster Rancher 1 and 2. Like in Duran in the anime. You just freeze them and bring them out to lose to a mochi. Kind of weird the anime had a monster with a monster collection. We don't think too hard about it. That's my favorite Twitch clip on one of my streams. It's so fucking funny, man. Like, I don't think there's ever been a moment that funny on my stream. And I was gonna say, like I couldn't make something that funny intentionally. But also, no offense, I don't think you could either. Like, you're a funnier guy than me, but I think that's both well out of the realm of our wheelhouse, you know? Fuck, it was so good. 3 times Pimpy's not actually in here, so I gotta go back to the first one. Alright, so who do we have first? Yap, 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 yap. Shut up and dribble, streamer. We got Hinwood and Mini Potkiao first. Exclamation mark bracket if you want to see the bracket. If you're on YouTube, the commands don't work, but it is in the pin and in the description. Good luck to all the monsters. Like, bad luck to all the ones I don't like. Damn. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends over here. Holy moly. Okay. I think I got 3 times Pimpy, yeah. Okay, Hinwood and Mini Potcow up first. Also, I got in the habit I have a friend of mine helping me edit shorts. Hey, Jetsteam! Hope it ends with a bang. Hope it ends with 1,000 diving presses. Yeah, but I have a friend helping me with shorts. So I uploaded a bunch today. We're basically, I have a short every day till the end of July as it is. And the goal is, before the end of the month, to have one for basically every day until the end of the new year. And then, you know, as I make new streams, I'll upload like a second short per day or whatever, whenever it makes sense. Let's do some predictions. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? I've been like really lazy about the channel lately. Lazy is more of like a self-inflicted wound than anything else. Like, with everything I have going on, I don't think I could call myself lazy inherently or explicitly, but it's just, you know, it feels like I'm not putting in as much work as I should be. But, you know, burnout is real, and it's nice to have been like getting back into it in the last couple of days. July is, like I've said before, extremely dead for me work-wise. Lazy, real life busy. It's real life busy. It's realizing that I have so little free time that busting my ass to make like another like $400 to like $1,000 a month is not worth my sanity. It was starting to feel a lot like I was upkeeping the channel for the sake of upkeeping the channel. I wasn't really invested in like making anything. I have like 7 scripts that are like half written and videos that are half made, and it's just like I was like, do I want to put 80 hours into this? Like, I wasn't really feeling anything. And I was working so much, and like, you know, I was preparing for the fight. But with the fight in the rearview mirror, and like I don't have another one on the horizon yet. It's not that I'm not going to fight again. I am going to fight again, but I don't have a timeline for it. So July is super dead for me work-wise, and it's a good excuse to like get into it again. At the end of the day, it's a hobby. Passion comes and goes. So that's the problem, man. it started making just enough money for it to be like not just a hobby. It was, you can't force Muse. No, you can't. It's like just enough money that I feel like it's a failure to like not pump out whatever, right? But yeah, I would have made a lot of like bad bullshit if I was actually working on it the way I had been. Anyway, we got 66% on wood, 34% on Mini Pacquiao. But yeah, I got some new ideas. I'm a little bit more motivated. And also just like my days are empty. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. I do think for July at least, we're going to trial run streaming earlier. I'm going to try streaming between like 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be roughly 7 hours earlier than usual. So for some people, that's obviously a pretty big switch and they can't do it. But, you know, I'm doing so much of my training at night. And especially when it's like 40 degrees out, like 40 Celsius, like I can't train during the day. It's way too hot. So I need to wait till the sun goes down at least. Or is it going down? And like I have sparring every Wednesday night. I was at the gym 6 to 8 p.m. tonight, and then I hopped on stream an hour later. So I think I'm going to try streaming during the day, and then the nights will be for training, and then, you know, mornings and after the stream, I can relax a little bit and, you know, work on videos and stuff on my day off. Summer hours. Anyway, that was 2-1 for Hinwood. I didn't talk about the game at all, but that's okay. You guys have seen Monster Rancher before. Oops. Alright, Horsey wins. 2-1. I thought really hard about making Turnabout second seed because I thought it would be funny. He's technically first seed overall. It doesn't really matter too much, but, you know, it would have been funny. Gulag and Shinova up next. Gulag, the best performing... God, my brain, man. Oh, the energy drink hasn't kicked in yet. The best performing Gaboo in the DXBL heavyweight. Gaboo. I literally was like... I spelt it wrong, right? C-H... Did I spell it wrong? Shavona. It's not Shinova. I always think it's Shinova, but it's Shavona. Okay, I gotta update that. Let's get a prediction going, and I will... Prediction is live, and I will update that. Hey, Tentacle, how are you doing? Wolf Centaur, man, that it sounds like a horse. Is frying me? I know. We were joking about that yesterday. Half horse, half man. Half dog. Shavona, I'm sorry. It's been like a million years. I will never pronounce the name correctly. Simply my brain being too stupid to know what letters are. Okay. 88% on Gulag. Here we go. People like the goo. He's a normal horse? True. I haven't been to a stream in a bit. Has anyone made the joke that Centaur's name sounds like a Michael Jackson Madlib? Centaur? Shavona? Oh, like that. Yeah, yeah. I like literally 1,000 times. Like 8 times a stream. Like one on... Shavona. Have I even done it? I thought I had done it on this stream already, too. Anyway, Gulag wins game number 1. Adlib going to Madlib is pretty sick. Michael Jackson Madlibs. What's the thing of my Sharona? My Shavona? Clay Doll, you can't use the spawn a cinematic universe is true. My Shavona. One of the first riffs I learned on guitar because it's like 2 notes. And then it's got like a crazy solo at the end that I always forget about. That I definitely could not play when I started learning guitar. Gulag deciding it's time to start fighting. Double slap. Ooh ha. Whip smack. Oh, rolling chop kill? Holy moly. We never see the rolling chop kill. He got his ass. The goo. Goo. 2-1. Well, we've already seen like more 2-1s today than we did yesterday. I don't know if that's true. Surely there was more than 2 2-1s. Snow Problemo and the Crawdaddy up next. We were lamenting a little bit last night that in middleweight rank B, the lowest rank monster in top 4 was a Selketo. So we'll see if that's the case here too. Yesterday was a bunch of blowouts. It was 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Oh, you got hit by 230%? Well. Oh, you grit the Cyclone and then came back? Yeah, Bacho, yesterday Dagon got 9th, I think. My bad luck of watching RNG lose has spread to literally any sniper. First loss was to make it fair, exactly. Alright, let's get into it. Went to the goo. Predictions live, what do you guys like? Dude, yesterday was actually so much fun playing auto chess on stream. I think I'm going to play more auto chess on stream. I will say one of the nice things, and like, because I was kind of talking about this earlier too, right? Was I felt obligated to do certain things with the stream and the channel and like making videos because it felt like I was making just enough money for it to be like necessary. Did Ikramba make the final bracket? Yeah. Yeah, he did as well as Dagon it. Both of them did. 54% on Snow Problemo. With Monster Rancher kind of dying out a little bit, it's honestly been a little bit liberating because I can kind of just stream whatever and like the same homies are hanging out to watch it. When that really was not the case for like years. Literally whenever I played anything that wasn't Monster Rancher, like Digimon World had good viewership. DQM, but then like other than that, I think Mammon King was okay, but like not great. Damn, Crawdaddy's gonna win game 1 on the grit tie. He does have less life, but like every other game I played would just like absolutely fucking tank viewership, and now that Monster Rancher is kind of in the dirt. It's a couple years since DX came out. It's nice to just be able to play whatever. Okay. So, the crab wins it. Also, like, Pokemon Auto Chess is a fun game to play with viewers. 5 years for DX, I know. Auto Chess is a game I really enjoy watching. Cool. I didn't know how people felt about it. I think it's a pretty good, like, just chatting game, right? there's a lot going on, and like I can explain my process and whatever, but it's pretty solid to just like talk to chat and see how everyone's doing. Throw everyone off and jump back to Dragon Quest Monsters? I definitely will when the new game comes out. I got called the F-slur on the DQM video the other day, which is like so funny. Because, oh no, it wasn't on the video, it was on one of the shorts. Because I said spiked hair was really good. Predictions live. Found out about auto chess from this channel. Yeah, it's fun to play with people. Sacred combo to real is pretty nuts. It is. Just be saying words at people. So many people are just like angry for no reason. I was gonna say Scales is really good. Yeah, I've gotten a little bit better at just like ignoring nonsense. Sassy Boy's still the best. Like, in retrospect, there's like a lot of comments I shouldn't have like even acknowledged, but it went from me acknowledging like 10% of like shitty comments to like now I acknowledge maybe 1% of them. 88% on Shrike. Like even yesterday we had some guy crashing out about mainstream media, about the lamestream media, and it was like, cool, you can just like what are you doing, man? We're not here to complain about this. Also, that's a lot of damage. 12. Ooh, Ice Arrow, it's not enough. Shrike, last year's DX, or Deluxe Cup, I should say, champion. Still hanging in there. Missed the slash combo. The Ice Arrow. Deathbringer build? Yeah, so I didn't do it on purpose, but I realized afterwards that Mana LaPrancha has like the exact same attack loadout as Shrike does. Very different stat spread, because Mana LaPrancha is a middleweight with 100 life, but, you know, I may have stolen the idea. Also, Krautow, if you're watching, the reason I haven't, like, there's no update on the DX or the Deluxe Cup prizes is that I can't get a hold of the guy who makes them. I messaged him like months ago. So I'm like trying to figure out other options. I don't use what do you call it? I don't use Twitter anymore, and I messaged him on Twitter, and I have the I'm assuming he also doesn't use Twitter anymore. So I went back on Twitter just to DM him, and I'm guessing he just has not checked. You getting a bug zapper out on the stream? You got flies? It's because, yeah. They've mistaken me for, like, another gaming streamer who may or may not have, like, bugs flying around him. Shrike's gonna win that one. It's always so funny when like someone comes in the stream and they're like, bro, did you see what Asmongold said? And it's like, no, I have no idea, man. I got a wife. I have no idea what's going on that side of the internet. Alright, it's my boy. Is better that way? You know what's crazy too? I have a literal neck beard right now. I've simply been too lazy to shave because I have been off work for like a week and a half. And you know, if the neckbeards don't want to talk about it, I don't know. Asmon Bones complains about Monster Hunter becoming woke. Dude, they called Pixie a boy in the first game. It's been woke. They put transgender pixie in my monster rancher. Okay, predictions live. I don't know. I can't. And like I know people who are like, oh, I just hate watch, and it's like, cool. Again, I have life. Like, you and I having the same politics does not make it less embarrassing. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know. Frankly, I think watching me is embarrassing. Like, you guys are already pushing it. At least I did some exercise today. 79% on 3 times Pimpy, which is more than most streamers, I think. No, the diving press missed. He only did 17 damage to himself. He's fine. All right, I'm down 80 guts. It's never been more over. It's never been more Jover. I went 0-2 yesterday. Please don't go 0-2 again today. 3 times Pimpy, I believe in you. You're gonna take the whole thing. Okay, good dodge. Okay, 0-5 on attacks. Not great, but he's dodging. He's in there. The bite comes out. A little chunk of damage. Misses the second one. I don't like that. The gas is fine. You want to spend guts on the gas? That's okay. I don't like that, though. Let's go. Game 3, baby. We're back. We've never been more back. I don't like the... Alright. That's okay. Victory Road Run. We'll make it happen. Razor Leaf with the 2-1. My poor dog. He's too inbred is the problem. He stanced up, but his eyes aren't even looking in the same direction. Turnabout and Hinwood up next. I gotta get him on that Mewtwo XL shit. So Bacon has been doing like agility training and stuff, and we found out that the person like who runs the training, their dog, who is like a competitive agility dog, is like Bacon's nephew. And then they messaged us like, oh, there's another litter of dogs that are, what do you call it? Like, there's another litter of dogs from like this lineage if you want like a thoroughbred, like sports bred dog. And it's like, nah, it's it's okay. Naga's allowed today? Yeah. Let KO dogs lie, damn. That's some competitive Bacon. Bacon's been doing good. Bacon's really smart. He can do anything he sets his little doggy mind to. That's my son. All right, what do we got? 89% on Turnabout. The big smash miss. Stab miss. Okay, we got a belly punch. We're in there. Big damage on the smash. 2 in a row? Damn, the crits are crazy, man. Game number 2. Here we go. A big turn assault. Stab throw is going to miss as well, though, but he still has the guts lead. Triple stab is going to do a big chunk. Down to half health. Turnabout does not have the same guts rate as most other Nagas. A little bit slower. It does make him do more damage. It does make him more accurate. But, I mean, you see how much good that's doing right now. He's landed 1 attack, 2 attacks, all set. Dodges the stab throw, 10 seconds left. He can make this happen. He needs 1 more hurry, double critical hit chance. Rear leg kick and a miss, but it does run out the clock. Damn. Turnabout is a Hall of Famer? He is. Maisel can't go to doggy daycare right now because the daycare is under investigation? Oh no. Under investigation for what? There's so many bad things that can happen. There's a trainer that we went to a couple of times. He seemed like a nice guy. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about. But he also did like dog walking. And he's killed 2 dogs just by like leaving them in the car and like forgetting to drop them off at the owner's house. Like, it's not funny, but it's just like, it's so insane. Like, it's so over the top. Business and police aren't allowed to say, but apparently it's not dog related. Oh, okay. And girls' night. Oh, both machos are in here. Damn, Macho's killing it. He had 2 monsters in heavyweight rank B, 2 monsters in middleweight rank B. Arc is, I'm not gonna be able to find that. Do you remember what Arc is? Oh, it's a Nuggets. Of course. Okay. Predictions live. But yeah, in the last story about the dog walker, it was this thing about how like he dropped everyone off, like all the dogs off, and then he went home. And then they got a call and they're like, "Hey, where's my dog?" And like this is the report that they like told the news and whatever. And then the lady said that they could hear the guy in the background like, "Oh fuck." And then like run out to the car. And then apparently he like got his wife to like drop off the dog because like he couldn't face the owner himself. And like I don't think the guy's a monster. I think he should not ever be allowed to like take care of dogs again. And I think, you know, he should like face some kind of consequences, but I don't think this is, it's very obvious it's not like a torture situation, right? It's just a guy who like took on way too much responsibility, probably walking too many dogs, and you know, got in over his head. Or yeah, ADHD meds or something. It's just a really unfortunate situation. And like I met the guy, he's a nice guy, and just, you know, needs a career change. 57%. Money laundering or drugs? Call it. I mean, dogs don't know how to count money, so money laundering is a bet. Someone went in Josh's work and said she left her dog in the car while she worked her shift at Jersey Mike's and it died, and she was like not even upset. People are weird, man. Like, it's... I've had a couple of cats out at my parents' place die. And, you know, mostly from old age. I've always had cats. My parents have always had cats. But they also get, like, a lot of, like, stray cats. Like, stray cats show up, and they'll live with my parents for, like, 2 years. And, you know, they wander out, and then they don't come back. And it's like, did they pass away? Did they just, like, move on to somewhere else? It's impossible to tell. But it's happened, like, a couple of times. And it's like, it's nobody's fault. It's, you know, if the cat doesn't want to live in the house, it's kind of fucked up to just be like, I own this animal now that doesn't want to be here. You gotta let it do its thing. And, you know, if nature takes it, then it sucks, but it is what it is. It's still sad, though. I'd never be like, yeah, whatever. It happened. Oh, well. Sometimes they get scooped up by rescue. Yeah, sometimes. I don't think that's happening out in the where my parents live, because they live in the middle of like actual nowhere. Ooh, big punch combo. It do be like, especially if they're in a rural area, yeah. Arc. The Fury Thwack. I do like that joke that's like, my friend said he's going to go buy another dog because it keeps getting eaten by coyotes, and I told my friend it sounds less like you're buying dogs and more like you're buying coyote food, and it made his daughter cry. I've thought about that every time my parents are like, oh yeah, the stray cat didn't come home. It's like, this is bear food. Arc with the 2-0. Nettle and Gulag up next. All right, so we just saw Macho Cheese versus Zaf, and now we see Zaf versus Macho Cheese. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Grandparents lived out in the country, and they used to sell the strays, thinking they were going to good homes. Turns out they were just becoming target practice. Jesus Christ, what? Ah. I know I'm doing like the Paul Rudd just seeing nude pain face, but like, what the hell? Accidentally ran the cat through the dryer. Holy shit. Oh, one time I stayed the night at a friend's house, and when we came home in the morning, she was like, we ran the cat through the dryer. Holy fuck, man. What the hell? I'm like, animal cruelty makes me like so sad. Like, I really gotta become a vegetarian. Every time I think about like anything in my life where like an animal has been mistreated, it like instantly ruins my day. It's like a weakness I have. Like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, it's not a weakness to be empathetic or whatever, but like it's debilitating. Like there's days like as a grown ass man where I've just been there and I've thought about this one instance. And this is going to be a bit of a downer, I apologize. So I'm not going to start the battle yet cuz it's going to ruin it for everybody. But we had a litter of kittens and super cute. We had them, you know, for a little while. I think we kept like 3 of the cats out of it. And but one of them, my dad tripped and he stepped on the kitten's head and like crushed the head. And just the most mortifying thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like 16 years old, so I wasn't like super young. I was like old enough to like probably not have like a reaction, but it was so just like nightmare inducing. And it didn't die. It was still alive, which was like the most obscene thing of the whole situation. Just it's so, I know. And so my dad had to kill it. And my dad is like me, right? And so he's like the toughest like son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. Like will fight anybody. The quickest to anger man I've ever met in my life. And he was trying so hard not to cry. And I felt so bad for him. Oh, it was awful, man. And like I'll have days where I just think about that and it's like, well, I can't do anything today now. Like my day is ruined. I'm just gonna go back to bed. There's been days where I'm at work and I'm like, I gotta go like drive around a bit. I'm taking an extended lunch. It's yeah. So when's my next stream? Even right now, like it's pretty hard to talk about it. But we're gonna be okay. It's worse when I'm just like alone with my thoughts. If I got something else to focus on, it's different. But anyway, 100% on Nettle. And like people have like used it against me, and that's what I mean. Like it's a weakness, and like it's kind of fucked up to like think about it. But like I had a friend group, and we all met online through like music forums and stuff. And there was a friend that like, you know, we made like YouTube videos and stuff together back in like, I want to say 2012, 2013, around the beginning of Gen 6, whenever that came out. We were making Pokemon Showdown videos and stuff. And a super good friend of mine that I met online through all this. And we through the grapevine, a friend told me that he had been like torturing his cats, and so like I just like was like, I gotta cut ties, like I cannot be around this guy. And it turns out that like was not the case at all. He had a kitten that had like accidentally climbed into a plastic bag and it like suffocated. And like, you know, should have been more responsible, but like that's nobody, it's not like a malicious act. But there was this person who, you know, had been, I later found out, like, had it out for him and just straight up like lied about it. And so they told this lie specifically to like fuck up my friendship with this person, because they knew that I would just like instantly end it. And then I recently, like, I found out it was a lie because I talked to them about it years afterwards, and I was like, damn, I've been had. So it's crazy that like Macho and I are friends, despite like kicking dogs in the head. Anyway, Hype's gonna win that one. So like actual psychopath behavior, yeah. The person who said it was like there's something wrong with them. Straight to the dome. Knock too strong. Knock knock. Open up the door. It's real. Macho, I don't even remember what that's from. That's like a Monster Rancher Battle League thing, I think. That's long before DX. I don't remember how it came up. I was thinking the other day about the Wall Guys tournament you ran. The first tournament Macho Cheese ran was for the Japanese version of what would eventually become DX, but before we got the English release, there was a Japanese mobile and Switch port of Monster Rancher 2. And we started talking beyond the game. Yeah. But he ran this tournament it was only monos and predictions live. And I entered the tournament, and he told me later that he was so pissed off because like I didn't really sweat for it, but I kind of sweated for it. And it was like him and I think Zanaga, and like Zanaga I don't think had ever played the game before. It was Macho's first tournament, or the first one maybe he had done one or two things before, but like this was the first tournament he was running. And it's so funny in retrospect that like I kind of made like a funky build that I thought was like funny, and then I think JP made the exact same build except like more optimized in like an attempt to like crush everybody. All right, I got little bets on this one. That era of the community was pretty fun. Things weren't really popping off big style yet, but it was sick. Did a mix attacker? Yeah, I did too. I had the... No, wait, I did... Was mine an intelligence build with Scratch, I think is what I did. Yeah, he did a mix attacker, that's right. His was a little bit different. We both had the same 13 Guts Ray mono, though. At least I'm not one of those guys who bans people for saying sad things in chat. It depends, man. Like, if you come in here and like you're just trauma dumping and you're like ruining the vibes, like I won't ban you, but I will be like, what are you doing, man? Like, oh my god, the power kamikaze misses? Power face attack? Real has run off, so he gets exploded. Look at that. Holy. Wild West ass era. The era of Chase just entering all of his monsters named like Chase 1 and Chase 2. We never figured out what was going on with that guy. Well, we did figure out what was going on with that guy. Or a little, yeah. Mad Clown and Shrike. That's got to be the funniest, like, incidental, what do they call it? Environmental storytelling of, like, any person, of, like, anyone I've met in real life. Or, I guess internet's real life, but you know what I mean. Where they talked so much about how they love Australia and how it's the greatest country in the world and how they left the shithole of South Africa. Their words. And they couldn't be happier to be in Australia. And then we found out that the timeline lines up that they left during the end of apartheid. Which is like, I don't know. I'm not, it could be anything, but, you know, you can also put 2 and 2 together to figure it out. Did you ever get that new keyboard? Was a JP? No, it wasn't JP. I just love the idea of, like, I left the worst country in the world for the greatest country in the world. The country that was banning apartheid for the country that is, like, comically racist. New Pokemon Wind leaks. Oh, shit! Okay, we'll check them out. Don't spoil anything yet, though. I want to take a look at them, but maybe we'll censor it if people don't want to see. What are the leaks? Is it just like extra guys, or is it like all of the commands? So you gone off the rails? We're back on the rails. Shrike's winning. We're having fun. It's a Monster Rancher stream. Oh. Some pretty fanfic stuff? Ah. Keyboard juice energy drink? Cut in 2 should kill there. Oh my god. We've seen a couple of real... Well, it was 2 sets in a row where real lost the game. It do be a double-edged sword. In the phrase double-edged sword, Jarvis, pull this up. Does it refer to a sword that has a blade on both sides of the hilt, as opposed to just like a scimitar or something that only has it on one side? Or is the handle also a blade on a double-edged sword? Because I suppose the idea is on a double-edged sword, you can't use it to parry by like using the weight of your body. But I feel like that's a normal sword. That doesn't need its own saying. I don't know what they're doing. Just edge on both sides of the blade? Okay. That's a normal sword, history guy. What are you doing? Just the amount of new mons? Well, you can spoil that. I think that's okay. As opposed to single edges like falcons. Falcons and eagles? Oh my. Tongue slap's gonna miss there. 307. I don't know if I believe that, but it's pretty crazy if it's true. Is this like the last Pokemon game? They're like ending it? We use all of our ideas. Empty the gas tank. I don't know if you guys ever got too much into Pokemon YouTube, but do you guys remember that someone got caught putting up fake leaks on 4chan so they had something to react to for content? That's so funny. Like, just put the fries in the bag, bro. Like, it's not that serious. If I remember correctly, double edged are less effective defensively because you couldn't cushion the blow on your shoulder. Yeah, okay, so exactly what I said. But I came up with that from base principles. It makes sense. Standard swords have 2 edges, but if you get into a parry struggle, yes, the edge facing you is dangerous. Just simply win. Just simply don't get into a struggle. That might be a 2-0, but we'll see what's up. He was grinding content, can't blame him. You absolutely can. Just making the ecosystem worse for everybody. It's just like a precursor to putting out 1,000 AI videos a day of just like fake React content. This man saw 2 policemen and you won't believe what happens next. And it's just like someone else's video, but it's commentated over. I used to get so many of those. Honestly, that's one of the better things about my channel slowing down a little bit, is that I am no longer inundated with literally like 1,000 emails a month from people who are like, I run a bot that automatically captions and does AI voiceover for videos. It finds the videos for you and puts them on your channel so you don't have to do anything. Other people who are already doing this are getting upwards of $1,000 a day. And it's like, I hope you stub your toe so hard it gets infected and they gotta cut it off. And then your head explodes like scanners or something. I don't know. AI narrated movie clips? Dude, some of them are really funny. And I don't say that in the sense of like, oh, I sit there and I watch. But like, I've been scrolling and it comes up and I remember it was Scent of a Woman. And the AI thing was like, this is Al Pacino. Like, I wasn't even talking about his character. It was like, this is Al Pacino. He cannot see. This man cannot see, but he can smell women. The movie is Scent of a Woman. It's like... No, Al Pacino can see. That's not... It's not a good synopsis of what's going on. The man finds power in himself to jump from the tree and swings to the vine and screams, and it's just George the Jungle or some shit. Yeah, or like the things they used to like break copyright, where it's like a Sopranos clip, but then like really quietly in the background they have like the AI narration happening. He can smell crime. Oh, dude, there was one time, I think on the... It wasn't even the right movie. It was another, like, Al Pacino movie. It might have been the same account. Because I didn't immediately block it because I was laughing. But it was another Al Pacino movie, and it said it was Scarface. I'm pretty sure it was Devil's Advocate. Because I don't remember Keanu Reeves in Scarface. The Subway Surfers thing with Hop About? I mean, I've got hours of it. There's always a chance half of that is like alternate farms or something, alchemy. Yeah, it's possible. Ranger Leaf versus the Bakus. Veteran's got to avenge me. Actually, no, because I don't want to have to fight him in losers. If he loses here, I won't have to fight him in losers. He'll be on the other side of the bracket. I'm too scared to rematch. Pimpy's still in, yeah. Pimpy's got what it takes. I don't know if Pimpy's ever won a tournament, but he's gotten like top 3 a couple of times. Alright, we're going to game 3. Should do fake AI voiceover for one of those errand trees as a bit. This stupid fucking rabbit doesn't know what he's doing. Watching him play, like, watch him die to this antlion. What's he even doing? If you scroll away, what are you even doing? This rabbit got lost in the desert and had and had to find his way back home all by himself. He had to punch a camel. And so on and so on. New short incoming. I mean, I could do it with... I think it would be funny to do it with the AI voice. It'd be pretty good. Wait a minute. Who won that? Was it the rabbit? Rabbit won it, right? Yeah. Rabbit's been beating the Bakus. Fair play and totally legal. Both great names considering who they are. The one-eyed creature found the strength within him to jump on the Tyrannosaurus. Dude, that'd be so fucking funny. But that's a joke like 6 of us are gonna get. Everyone, if anybody sees that, I guess it doesn't matter if anybody sees it and they're like, oh, this is garbage or whatever. And just make more in-jokes. Alright. Fair play actually being the lower tier here is real funny. But Tank Kamui, real scary. Roll Salt, big miss. Thwack really know what Fair Play wants here. Okay, he's in a great shape. Dodging all that. This name matchup is insane. I know, that's what I'm saying. Dude, my favorite video is still that one of the Mario 3 tasks, and it's like, this fucking idiot keeps trying to die in Mario. Look at him play so badly that he makes 900 unforced errors and almost falls off the bottom of the screen over and over. This absolute moron is the worst player of Mario I've ever seen. The belly punch. Big damage, 2 in a row. Fair play. He's going to win it with the power punches. All right. We got some killers and losers right now. Less proud of succumbing to raising Kamui. I mean, how often do you get to, though, right? It's like when we make Metalner legal. I don't actually fault anyone for using Metalner because he's a real funny-looking guy. They let him hit because he's goofy. And you don't get to use him much. Oh, yeah, it still gets me the one guy in the Monster Hunter Discord that made a sub-concept to it. I know people don't like AI, but I couldn't make the concept otherwise. People are constantly posting, like, work in progresses of, like, mixed breeds and stuff they made, right? There's that one guy who was making, like, 1,000 more monsters mod monsters. He was putting out, like, one every 3 days or whatever, and, like, you know, I don't think he needed to do them that fast. He probably could have spent a little bit more time on quality, but like he's making it, right? That's a million times better. It's infinitely better than just being like, I put it into a machine. Deluxe Cup was the only time I'd get to train a Metalner. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. And you made the most of it. Metalner would unironically be my favorite mon if he was balanced enough to be legal regularly. He's really cool, man. He's one of my favorite monsters for sure. I have a malice towards AI, but when those videos started popping up with the dog shooting fire hose, drink the water, and the mouse blasting the old ladies. There's some crazy shit out there. That's the problem, right? Is that if something is funny, it's funny. Right? I don't go out of my way to, like, ingest it, but if something is the thing it is the thing it is, right? But yeah, no, that's the thing with a lot of people who use AI, and like we talk about this incessantly, right? Is that, especially when it's done for like a creative endeavor, it always has like a look what I made, put it on the refrigerator type of like energy to it. Where it's like, okay, cool, man. And, like, yeah, they're obviously not artists, but they want recognition. Which is, like, so weird. Because, like, I don't know, anybody who's ever, like, made a thing, making something that sucks, but you put a lot of effort into, is like can be frustrating, but most of the time when you're done, there's an absolute sense of pride, right? It's just but yeah, I don't get the whole like look at the thing I made. Like why do you want praise for this? Like you didn't do anything. And I don't even mean you didn't do anything as in like a derogatory like you didn't do anything. A robot did it. But I mean like the same way where if I was to like, I don't know, hold up a $50 bill, I'm like, look. It's like, okay, that's a thing that exists. This $50 bill exists. It's like, do you want to see it? Do you want to see this $50 bill? Canadian money's sick. But like do I get a head pat for like it's fucking nothing. It's just an object. You didn't like didn't make anything. Here's a Switch 2. Oh, look at my Switch 2. It's like show and tell. It's not, I don't know. That bill is sunburnt. Smells like maple syrup. I got the last argument I got in on Blue Sky. Like I've straight up been chill maxing. I have not been like arguing with morons online. Don't make me ask if that's true or not. People say it does, but it's absolutely not true. It just smells plastic. But yeah, the argument was someone said like, you know, I don't really like using AI, but I will use it for making characters in my D&D campaign because I'm not really showing it to anybody. I'm just showing it to my friends. And it's like, that seems like significantly more spiritually bankrupt to me because like if you are making something with AI for the purposes of like farming clicks, like yeah, it makes sense. You use the slop machine to make slop to like contribute to the slop farm. But like if you're just doing it to show like two people who ostensibly don't care if you suck at like making art, if you like you don't know how to draw, that's way worse to me. Like just I don't know. Why do you need like the fake veneer of like a professionally made thing for something you're just going to show two people? Straight up tell my tail just to draw their character instead of AI. Yeah, 100%. It can suck. It can be a stick figure. It could be, honestly, that shit would be funny. I don't know. But yeah, you see the data centers and stuff, and anyway, what I was getting to with the argument was like, I was like, everybody knows how to draw. Everybody can draw. And they're like, oh, no, actually, you know, some people don't have the affinity for it and they don't want to put the time and effort in. So I get it. And it's like, okay, but that sounds like a loser thing to say. Like, I wasn't nice about it. I was like, that sounds like something a loser would say. Like, I wasn't good at it, so I cheated. Or whatever, right? Like, not even cheating, but like, I can justify it because I didn't want to put any effort in. Alright, cool. But you can see why people think that sounds obnoxious. Right? If you can be like, yeah, alright, I get it. Like, I'm a piece of shit. I shouldn't have done that. I'm ruining the environment. We're all ruining the environment. Like, you don't need to, like, go out of your way to do it more so. But it's just like, you have to understand how obnoxious that sounds, right? And just own it. You can't argue about it. What's worse is you have sites like Hero Forge that make the whole character thing so easy. Yeah, I know. I would much rather just get into MS Paint than even go on Hero Forge, though. They all want to have paint fully rendered photorealistic art because they're too culturally bankrupt to appreciate anything else's art. I remember being on school trip in grade 8. We went to the Toronto, the Royal Ontario Museum. Big museum in Toronto. And we were looking at, you know, different paintings and whatever. Also, holy shit. That was the set. And one of my friend's moms was chaperone. And there was a big painting that was just a square of red and a square of yellow. And it was fucking huge. It was like maybe like 20 by 20. I don't know. It might not have been that big. I might have just been a small child. But it was gigantic. And what was happening when you look at it is because it's so big, it like messes with your field of vision. And you start seeing like a green color in the middle where the red and the yellow meet. And it was just kind of like it was an interesting piece because like depending on how you looked at it, like you could see red or you could see yellow or you could see like a weird like mixture, and it depended on how far back you were standing. And there's a little placard that explained it, right? And my friend's mom, who was chaperoning, was like, this is all so stupid. Like, if it doesn't look photorealistic, then what's the point? Like, and then the painting next to it was like some like photorealistic portrait from like 1750 or whatever. Was it Barnett Newman? I'd have to look it up. I'll look it up after this. But I remember being like, this is an adult and they're dumb as fuck. Like, I was just straight up like thinking to myself, like, they are incredibly stupid. This is a person who like does not appreciate art outside of like Nickelback. But like, it was I think the first time in my life where I had a realization that there's like, because I was always an artistic kid, right? And I'd always like made music, and I was like super into just like making stuff, and I still am, right? Like that's never left. I just make whatever I want to make. And look at this graph, yeah. But I was just like, I didn't realize people thought like that. That was like the first inclination I had that I was not like everybody else. And not in like a I'm a special gifted kid kind of way, but in like a, oh, okay, this is like, maybe there's not inherently anything wrong with the way they're thinking, but like it makes them seem stupid to me. As I've gotten older, I think it's less stupidity and more just like an ignorance and like a value system that is not shared. Like, I don't think there's any intelligence involved in that at all, but it's just, it's weird. Like, I had a friend when I was in, I mean, I'm still, I assume friends with him. We haven't talked in a very long time, but we were like 17 or 18, and she was like, yeah, I don't really listen to music. I don't see the need to listen to music ever. And I was just like, oh, okay. You might as well have told me you're an alien. That's crazy. And again, nothing wrong with that. I do think there's something spiritually bankrupt about being like, if it's not photorealistic, it's bad. But, you know, I guess Marvel wouldn't be making money if people didn't think that way. That's a 2-0 already. My bad. Okay, I'm gotta look up Barnett Newman. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it wasn't in Toronto. It was in Ottawa for a music competition we were in, the school band. But yeah, it was this painting. It wasn't yellow. It was blue and it was red and blue. But yeah, when you like look at it from like really close up, like it starts, these lines, like they don't really look straight anymore. There's like weird shit going on with like, oh, I'm all the way over here, with like how your eyes adjust to the painting. Really cool. But yeah, I remember being like, this is really neat. And they're like, this is stupid. Let's go look at the pictures of like portraits. I don't know, man. I suppose you like what you like, but I don't have to respect it. Okay, good pick, Macho. Look at that. There might have been a yellow and red one, I remember too, because I did go to the ROM as well, but I remember that one specifically. Razor Leaf and Fair Play up next. Oh, wait, we just did that. Razor Leaf won that one 2-0. All right, so we're in top 8 winners. We got Arc, Suzy, X3, Shrike, and Razor Leaf in winner side. Let's go down to losers. First up, Totally Legal and Mini Pacquiao. I also think there's like, people probably think of me the same way, of me being like a Philistine. Because there's, I almost wrote Mini Potato. Because there's like plenty of like self-indulgent, like I think are self-indulgent pieces that I've seen where I'm like, this shit sucks, like might as well have just like jerked off onto a canvas. But you know, Internet's Dress Debacle, he had a painting called Who's Afraid of Red, Yellow, and Blue 3 that was a giant canvas, mostly red. Crazy thing is it has no visible brush strokes, which is insane. Oh yeah, yes, I've seen that. I remember it. Yeah, I didn't know that was him, but that does make sense. And like that's so cool because it's not a painting, like the painting itself is not interesting. Like a field of red is like whatever, right? But it's really crazy from like a technical level. It's like really fascinating. It's neat. The 1-2 uppercut, he's living. Stab? Oh, Totally Legal. Oh, the grit. His experience of staying in front of it, like IRL, like you were saying. Yeah, exactly. You don't get much out of it from like a picture on the internet. Gotta make a Gaboo or a Mochi named Mini Potato now? Oh my god, the stab. Mini Pacquiao. We rarely knew ya. It's not a galley sub on the Tiger? No, it's, yeah, it's Kamui. Tongue slapping and Shavona. Shavona. Showing them picture scans of famous art doesn't do them justice. Yeah, it's very different to experience it in person. Perfect model, yeah. Alrighty. Losers bracket has a lot of killers in it. Performative art, even though it clearly wasn't intended as such. The knife can be seen as part of the painting now. I mean, you can put intent into anything. Something can have artistic value without being intended to be art in the first place. Like an act of vandalism like that adds to, I suppose provenance isn't the right word, but like it adds to the story of the piece. It's kind of cheesy, but I remember seeing my first Van Gogh in person, and I teared up because there was so much depth and detail. Dude, Van Gogh shit is crazy, man. It's one of those things where, you know, you think about it as like, I don't know, what's a good example? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's art is art, but it's one of those... He's one of those artists where, like, you hear so much about him, and you see, like, Starry Night on mugs and shit. And you're like, okay, fucking my goat is washed, right? Like, who cares? But then you see in person, and you see the brushstrokes, and you see how many colors are in it. And you see, like, the physicality of it. And, like, the literal texture. And it makes such a big difference. And you realize, like, there's a reason that Starry Night mug exists, right? Like, it's not an accident. I gotta see what the score is here. I think it's 1-1. It is 2-0. But yeah, it's such like a pedestrian take to be like, Van Gogh's a good artist. And like, I think in an attempt to seem more cultured, people love to say stuff like that. Like, people like to underrate the Beatles and be like, you know what? The Beatles actually weren't that good. That was me when I was 16. Beatles are pretty fucking good, man. There's a reason. But yeah, Van Gogh in person. Pretty big. Much more interesting as a person than an artist? I don't know. Have you seen the art? The art, it's pretty interesting too. People are so mean about the Beatles. Where does it come from? People don't like to see successful people. People like to tear down people who have made it. I know this firsthand as AFI fan #1. AFI is a band that has gone through radical transformation in their musical style from when they started off to when they achieved a small amount of success to when they had the #1 album in the world for 5 weeks in a row to after that. And people really, really did not like that they got the #1 album in the world. And some of it is just like straight up hating, but some of it is, you know, they didn't like the change of music style. But it's kind of crazy to like to follow their trajectory, because they went from like a couple of like fairly successful albums on the guy who ran on Nitro Records, which is the record company owned by the guy from The Offspring. And then yeah, they had #1 album in the world. Miss Murder was the biggest song in the world, and they fell off so hard after that. And you know, part of it was like there's a 3-year gap, so the people who were not fans were not sticking around. But also, like, a crazy thing is that Miss Murder came out, like, December Underground, the Miss Murder album came out in 2006. Their next album came out in 2009, and I think it's something like it has sold half as many albums in, like, the 20 years after the album came out. It sold half as many albums as the Miss Murder album did in its first week. In 20 years. I don't know. Green Day managed to keep going. A lot of punk bands don't survive the brush with the limelight. Once they make the big time, it's just... I don't know. Things fall apart. Jawbreaker happened to Jawbreaker as well. Had one mainstream album, it fucking bombed, and then, you know, everything after that did terribly. I guess that's not really the same thing. Never got too into punk. Halloween EP is underrated. I think it's realistically like rated where it should be, which is like the people who know about it think it's like a top 3 album of all time. It's definitely a top 3 EP. AFI is a crazy band in that I would say 60% of their best songs are on EPs and B-sides and like rarities. And not even in like a, oh, this is, I really like the deep cuts kind of way, but in like a, if these were singles, the band probably would have been bigger type of way. But they've talked a lot about how they like wrote songs that were so hard to sing live that they made it into like a B-side or like a bonus track or whatever, so they didn't have to like perform them live. There was no chance of it being a single that, you know, and they would be expected to play it every night just because it was too intense of a song to like try and play live. I don't know, it's crazy to come up with something like that and then like not be able to play it. But Miss Murder was huge for its time considering AFI genre. The sound changed so much from where they started. Yeah, for sure. Girls Night and 3 times Pimpy. It comes down to this. They made, like, as much as there's not really a lot of crossover with people who, like, listen to AFI and people who listen to, like, Fall Out Boy and, like, Panic at the Disco and, I don't know. What are the other bands? Armor for Sleep? That shit sucks, but it's there. Taking Back Sunday. There's not a big overlap with like the people who listen to those bands and AFI, despite them and Miss Murder being like probably the MySpace album. But it's such a bizarre band, man. Such a weird situation. Have the biggest album in the world in a genre that's blowing up and have nothing in common with the contemporaries, and like no crossover in listenership, no crossover in outside of like Miss Murder, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Music industry is crazy. I fucking love AFI though, man. She gonna tank that diving press? She's gonna have to. Macho. It's been swell. All right. You know what, man? The kid gloves are off. I'm putting on the adult gloves. Not like this, man. Okay. Okay. AFI's jams all eras? I think so too. Also, like, he had 2 different vocal surgeries, so like it makes sense that his singing's not the same from album to album. All right. 2. Game 2 goes to me. Game 3, what do we see? Game 4, eat some more. The double dip. Crit. Big overhand right. From back here. You mudda. You done, kid. Hit the showers. And then hit the bricks. GG's. The loser's run begins. It begins. Veteran and totally legit. Totally legit on the other side of the bracket is great. Oh no, it's not great. I would love to have that on my side. What the hell? Doggo sicko mode and diving press only. He gets it. You know what's up. What about this doggo though? Keep your pimp dog away from me. He's gonna bite you. He's not trained. He's a wild beast. Dude, there's this guy in my building who... his dogs are really nice. He seems like kind of a freak, but he's got 2 gigantic pit bulls that, like, he walks off leash all the time, and, like, you can't fault anybody for being terrified of that. But, like, his dogs are, like, really gentle. And the other day, though, I was driving, and I saw him walking across the road, like, jaywalking with his 2 fucking dogs off leash. And I was like, this dude's, like, actually, like, a menace. We gotta do something about him. Maybe the dog should put him on a leash. Power 2 bites. Big damage. Totally illegal. Still living, though. Doggo and doggo violence. They're very different doggos. What's that one? Pitbull stigma kills me. I mean, they're also... they're nice until they kill a toddler, and then it's like... he's never been like this. I think what it is more so than anything else is not necessarily that the breed is violent, right? It's that the breed has potential to be dangerous because they're so powerful. It's not inherently anything wrong with the dog. It's just that they're significantly more likely to cause an injury because of how fucking big they are, how powerful they are. If your terrier has a bad day, you're just gonna, like, boot it. You're gonna be like, get the hell out of here. I don't know. As much as... I don't know. As much as I don't want to be like, oh, certain breeds of dogs are bad. There's, like, definitely breeds of dogs that, like, we have to be careful with, like bacon, right? Because there's dogs that have, like, high prey drive, and I don't think it's any more wrong to say that, oh, I have to be careful around this blue heeler because it has high prey drive and it might snap, than it is to say that, like, oh, Pitbull has propensity to, like, you know, be protective and, like, overly aggressive if necessary, right? I don't think people will come to terms with the facts that a lot of Pitbulls are bred in environments which fuck them up. Dude, you cannot have 3 times Pimpy and, like, assume there are no cognitive issues, right? All dogs should be loose regardless. Yeah, 100%. My cat having a bad day means a few more scratches on my arm. Pity having a bad day means traumatic injuries. I feel bad saying this, and Macho's never going to let me live this down. Because he has a blue heeler. Basil is an adorable dog. But there's a couple of blue heelers in my building, and one of them is not trained very well. And there was one time I was in the elevator with Bacon, and the blue heeler came in, and it lunged for Bacon right away. And I got in between it and Bacon, and then it jumped at me, and I instinctively just, like, drove my knee into its head. Like, I did a fucking tiger knee on this dog. And the person it was with, the owner, I should say, was just like, oh, sorry about that. Like, I had a split second of, like, looking at them, and I was trying to assess the situation of, like, are they going to, like, get mad at me because I, like, need their dog in the head? And I think they realized that it could have gone much worse. And I don't know, man. You gotta control that shit. Dog neutral skipping, and bro had that 626 kick ready. 626. I guess. It's like 628 though. Well, it'd be no, because no. What? I'm not doing fucking bomber loops. It's a 2368 is what it is. Yeah. Two, 3, 6, hey, who do we appreciate? I guess that would be fucking Sagat. We're very careful with Basil. She's very sweet and loving to the people she knows, but I try to keep her away from people she doesn't. Yeah, it's you know, any like hunting dog or like ratting dog is anything with like a prey drive is something you just need to be aware of. And it's not universal, right? Like Bacon's a terrier and he does not give a shit about ratting. He will not chase chipmunks. He'll run into like a crowd of pigeons to watch them scatter because he thinks it's funny. But like he's not actually trying to like catch anything. And someone who specifically works with dogs, their person needs to be better? Yeah. I don't know. Guy has to fight a Gaboo next? Oh no. The horse has to fight a Gaboo. Interested to see if Basil is going to try and herd Frankie when she's born? Maybe. Back to the pen. Samurai kick, big damage. Into the chop, it doesn't kill. Oh, the splash, huge withering there. It gives him power. It's a little bit of time to build up some guts. Dodges the icicle arrows in an okay spot. He's winning technically. Samurai kick 56, 58%. Gets it. Gulag stays alive, going to game 3. Gaboo's texts are just so accurate. I always have a tough time with them. Yeah, he's pretty spooky. Rolling chop? That one's not, but, you know. Regular ass chop. Big damage on that. Missing the second one. Ice arrow. Ooh, it's gonna kill. The Undine wins. That was 2-0 for Macho, was it? Oh, okay. My bad. I thought the Undine won game 1. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys paying attention. Gaboo's kind of like reverse Bajarl. Yeah, I could see it. Turnabout and 3 times Pimpy. Oh my god. Bajarl just hit super hard. Yeah, it's like the opposite, for sure. I get that. Gaboo's big attacks are like... They're interesting, they're fun, but you don't really have to rely on them. Whereas on Bajarl, you do because you are starved for options. 2-1 for the Gaboo? 2-1 for the Gaboo. Okay. That dog should be on a leash. He's got one right here. You're not even paying attention. Okay. I believe in him. I believe in the diving press. I believe in the United States of America. 3 times Pimpy wins game number 1. Okay, we survived it. No power. Shard's gonna do good damage. I was gonna do Chef's Kiss, and now I gotta watch the rest of this shit. Okay, dodge. Good. Is muy bueno. Brother, he can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. GG's. Sorry, Shells. 2-0 for 3 times Pimpy. Nettle and totally legal. Second one to finish the grid is so funny. It's so unnecessary. It's just total BM. How's it going, everyone? Hey! How you been? Why do you think he's called 3 times Pimpy? Because he's using it 3 times? That's true. 3 times Pumpy. Catch the last in the DXBL. Yeah, welcome. Hope you've been good. Sorry, I haven't had like a lot of stuff to send your way editing wise. Like I'm literally like scouring what I have, and there's not a lot of stuff left. I might send you my the Champions VOD I like half edited. You can just finish it for me. But that's just super lazy on my part. I'll find something. We got a month to figure some stuff out. Big nukes to do 1 HP will always make me laugh, yeah. That's how high he can count? That's true. Ever find the Golem blindfold stream? Oh, that would be a good one. That could be a good... That could be like a 2-part, whatever you call it, Moose Bones Classics. Very funny stream. Yeah, I have it. It's just, it's like 12 hours. And the Monol one, too, is there. Those are the 3 we've done, right? We did Monol, Plant... Oh, no, we did 4. The first one was Rear-Eyed. Or 4-Eyed. And then the Plant one, and then Monol... Or Golem, and then Monol. I think Monol 1 is up. I think the Monol 1 and the Plant 1s are up. But yeah, the Golem was pretty close. We got up to the 2nd Major 4. But I didn't need the Halberd yesterday because my ass did not have them uploaded. Yeah, we had one person not upload their monster yesterday, which was unfortunate. But it's the first time in any of the finals. So not too bad across 9 tournaments. 9 championship tournaments. What are we at here? There's 1 all, right? Yeah. Is Arrowhead's long punch using if it already has claw pinch and hidden sting? Tiger is a rare one. Yeah, this is Kamui. It has an insanely fast gut rate. You normally ban it, but in this season of the league, it was not banned. Everything was legal except Metal Nerd. Is Arrowhead's long punch worth using if it already has claw pinch and hidden sting? I think long punch is pretty good. Depends for format. Depends how much damage you actually need to do. My sleep schedule has been very irresponsible, and I sort of crashed in the middle of the afternoon, slept through the whole thing. Ah, rip. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming a little bit earlier than after today. Great fight. They were spamming, man. Nettle wins that one 2-1. Hinwood and Snow Problemo. Yeah, I would say for Long Punch, Long Punch is like a good middleweight attack. If you need to do like 300 damage, it's pretty solid. I don't know if it's great for like a lightweight. Can we call here? Well, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Hinwood and Snow Problemo. Can't be mad about losing after yesterday. That's true. Especially considering your picks. Gotta be out. Hey, yeah, appreciate you hanging out. But yeah, so tonight we started at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I think the streams going forward, I might do one tomorrow. We'll see how I feel, but I think we're going to do like 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm going to stream much, much earlier in the day. And And then I'll be done. I can have some food. I can go train afterwards. Because, you know, right now with how insane the weather is, I don't want to be training during the day. I'd much rather do it at night or like once the sun is setting. Also, I have, what's with my hair? I should just like Jonathan Taylor Thomas it. Give me a middle part. Give me the 90s. What's his name? Sean from Boy Meets World? But here, I can't. With the part on the side, it makes it look like I'm not allowed near any schools or playgrounds. Give me 1 sec. BRB. All right, we're back. I just parted my hair the other way. Okay, so Inwood wins game 1. Chop combo. I actually don't know if we're gonna have time to do anything else tonight. It might just be Monster Rancher, but that's okay. That was a game. Well, GG. It happens, man. Did pretty good. Got 9th place. Fair Play and Gulag up next. I went 0-2 yesterday, so I'm happy to just see some dubs beside my name today. Tommy Matt's playoffs, that's true, yeah. Once you get up to this point, like, it's just coin flips, right? Like, all the monsters are really good. No one is, like, significantly weaker. The only real weaknesses are, like, breed strength, right? More than anything else. You can get a matchup that is just like, oh, that's a bad matchup. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, Fair Play gonna take game number 1. They're all legendary players. Can we from Metal Gear Solid 2? I think it's Metal Gear Solid 1. Snake Keolance fight? Yeah, exactly. Missoula's so pretty. It's a cool mod. Big stab miss. The schlap miss. Oh, Gulag's gonna take it. The big rolling chop. And the slap? Damn, he just... Okay. Bazoola, first monster I ever raised in general. I got it from a copy of Tarzan for PS1. Son of Man's pretty sick. I wanna know. Can you show me? Aeratron, and 3 times Pimpy. This guy's already flat. We just gotta flatten him in the other way. Make him one-dimensional. Was the snake yours? All in on Pimpy? Pimpy's champ. Whether or not he wins, he's the champ. Alright, let's get it. My kingdom. Alright, it's not over. Power bite, huge damage. Okay. Not good. Not good. We're still in it, though. Good dodge. Not good. Power? Okay, brother, you can dodge. I believe in you. It's not over. 30 seconds left. Plenty of time. You can make the comeback. Diving press at 30-ish%. Easy. Easy win. You know, I can't be mad about it. He did what he needed to do. He just didn't land the attack. Comes to an end. The end of an era. There will be no 4 times Pimpy. Pimpy getting 9th place. That's okay. Went out swinging. He literally did the one thing he could have done to win it there. So, hard to be mad. It's just, you know, I didn't hit the 1 in 3 chance. GG. Alright, we're in top 8. We got Ark and Susie X3 up first in winner's side. He went out pimping. He did go out pimping. Kept his pimp dive strong. So, a couple of snakes left. One tournament still. A lot of top tiers. We almost had a doggy. Power giant whip, huge. Belly punch gonna kill it. Oh, he gets the grit. Next hit wins, basically. Didn't kill? 2% life? He's swinging. Base attack gonna take it, though. Gulag will avenge me? Thank you. Yeah, I guess Gulag's in it. It's not all top tiers. I'm pretty happy with how the dog did. I would have loved to see him win. But what are you gonna do? If he doesn't know that monster. He's no goo of mine. Alright, game 3, here we go. Angry Thwax. Big dodges. Kamikaze, like, not really the best use of guts, but damage is damage. He's gonna take it. Susie X3, moving on. I'm gonna make a big graphic with all of the winners. It's gonna be an undertaking. It's gonna take a little while, but I got an idea for it. Maybe I'll put it together tomorrow. Or at least start on it. Okay, Strike and Razor Leaf. Who's going to be in winners finals? Slash combo's gonna land. Damn, dude. Going to game 2. Game 2. Deathbringer? Oh, if that landed, that'd be crazy. Deathbringer is such a funny move to miss, man. You've lost guts. You've lost life. The Kung Fu Fist. It's just impossible to come back from that. And the crowd boos you. I know. They hate your ass. They're like, you shouldn't have even tried if you weren't going to land it. Boo! Ooh, big damage, but he's still alive. Razor Leaf, one hit away from advancing to winners finals. Shrike is as well, honestly. Just maybe not with cut in two. Kung Fu Fist gonna miss. 7 seconds left. Shrike needs to swing one more time if he wants to win it, and he's not gonna. He's gonna get spin kicked into the grave. I would have landed it. Pimpy would have landed it. Shrike loses that one, moves on to losers. Razor Leaf wins it 2-1. So now we got to run through all of losers. Susie, X3, and Razor Leaf in winners finals. Nettle and Hinwood up first. All right, here we go. More top 8 fights. Nettle. The big damage. Needle Stab's big miss. Smash big miss. Flattening's gonna miss as well. Rear leg kick. Good chunk of damage there. Into Death Thrust. Oh, he misses it. Spike Bite's gonna come out. That's the end of the Horseman Dog. I really saw it. Horseman Dog. Gulag and Aerotron up next. Will Gulag move on, or will we have 2 Monals in top 6? Hinwood out at 7th place. As will the loser of this. Gulag with the 800 life has been doing it a lot of favors, I think. It's been surviving a lot of stuff just like barely. You know, Stab's good chunk. Misses the second one. Rolling Chop 51%. Might as well be 0 for Rolling Chop. Slap, good chunk of damage. The flattening, not going to kill. Ooh, the crit keeps him alive. There's Rolling Chop, big damage. Another flattening. 374 flattening. Holy. Game number 2. Here we go. Gulag's got to do it for the culture, brother. Slap, a little chunk of damage. Into the Rolling Chop. Aerotron has a huge guts lead. Dodges the Spike Bite. Gulag's in a pretty safe spot now. Flattening going to do another grip of damage with the grit. But another Rolling Chop comes out. He grits it. Into the Needle Stabs, we got another grit. Next hit wins. 12 seconds. Gulag needs to hit because Aerotron will win on the grit tie. Oh, he gets the charge. Aerotron moving on. So, our top 6... Hold on. Our top 6 is Color Pandora, Hair, Durahan, Naga, and 2 Monals. Dishonorably discharged? Does seem that way. Shrike and Nettle up next. A lot of fun monsters in this, though. It proves that you don't need to pick, like, the optimal subbreed. You can pick Garuda. You can pick Bazula. Like, they're not the best versions of that monster in a vacuum. But, you know, they're doing plenty of work. There's just so much RNG in this game that, like, it allows you to, like, not min-max. Here we go. Deathbringer, only 25 damage to himself. Very low roll on the self-damage. And misses 2 attacks back-to-back. Shrike, Small life deficit, but small guts bonus. Hits the slash combo. Oh, no grit. 7th and 9th is chill. Pretty chill. Oops. Rush slash, a little bit of damage. Needle stab's gonna miss. Nettle trying to keep its tournament alive. Misses the slash combo. He's got a lot of big options here. Spike Bite gonna miss. Hits the second time. The crit is huge. He grits it, so he's still in it. But damn, Nettle with a big play there. Rush slash gives him power. He doesn't need power. Lands it anyway. 999 damage. Can't expect the crazy run I had last season. You got 9th in with Dag on it yesterday too, and I think Ikaramba even did better. You'd have to look up the bracket, but okay. Well, that's the end of that. Nettle wins. Shrek doing his damnedest. Gets top 6. Nettle moves on to top 4. Arc and Aeratron up next. Oh yeah, sorry, it's not Bazoola. It's it is actually the best Naga. So Zaf has 2 monsters in top 6. If Arc wins this, he'll have 2 monsters in top 4. But they'll have to eliminate each other. Okay. Yeah, both of you guys had crazy runs tonight. Real deep in bracket with both your monsters. I parted my hair the other way, and I'm already like pushing it back the other way. I don't know what I'm doing. I look like I'm in Oasis or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. The hair is just where it is. Seeing Monol versus Monol, Monol-y Monol, as it were, is maybe not the most interesting match. But I think there's a good chance here because Aeratron's got a lot of huge attacks and Arc cannot dodge. Venom infused Peter Parker. I gotta dance. That shit, it's so funny to me because people talk about that movie the same way they talk about like the tightest laughing scene in Final Fantasy X, where it's like very obviously done to be like goofy and stupid, and like, yeah, it looks dumb outside of the context that like it was intended to be viewed in. But it's fun. Is it a good movie? I don't know if I would say it's a good movie, but it's better than a lot of the Marvel stuff that's come out in the last few years, for sure. Arc's gonna take it. We're gonna see Zaf's 2 monsters fighting each other. Nettle and Arc. Here we go. 1 is guaranteed. Top 3. 1, I mean, we'll have to get top 4. The Sandman sequence is pretty cool to this day. They were doing a lot back then. I love the Raimi movies, man. They've got issues, but they're fun. And because I don't really care too much about Spider-Man as like a character, it's very easy to just like enjoy it without thinking too much about how, you know, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker is like maybe the worst version of the character that's ever existed. Like the way it's acted as like I remember as a kid whenever Amazing Spider-Man came out, when the second series with what's his name, Garfield, I remember thinking like, oh, he's too pretty to play Spider-Man or whatever, right? Like I don't buy him as like a nerd, right? But Peter Parker's thing is not like being a nerd, it's being like a smart ass who like gets into fights and shit because he like can't stop being an asshole. Venom wasn't going to be in originally. Yeah, exactly. So, like, yeah, my whole, like, I don't like him because I don't buy him as a nerd is, like kind of true. I don't really buy him as a nerd, but also he shouldn't be a nerd. It's not really the problem of Andrew Garfield, who's obviously, like, an incredible actor and has been in a million great things. Those movies, I think, missed the mark pretty big on the character as well. Okay, Art going crazy, man. I don't know. But like I said, I'm not, like, a huge Spider-Man fan, so, like, I don't have real strong opinions on it. Okay. Hold on, what happened here? Nettle won, Arc won. Yeah, and we're in rematch. So, game 3. You're gonna dip out at night, getting sleepy? Yeah, I'm not doing any more streaming after this. We're just in top 3 now. Top 4, and then we're gonna call it. Nettle takes it. Nettle moves on. Alright, we got 3 monsters left in the tournament. We'll do some bets for the final 3. Nettle wins that 2-1. Susie and Razorleaf up first. Hey, Big Waloo! Thanks, man. Hope you've been doing good. Alright, start prediction. We're at the end of the night. Only 3 matches left. Who do you like here? Prediction is live. Do you like the hair? Do you like the color Pandora? I don't like my hair. I don't know what's going on with my hair tonight. It's because I just got out of the shower. I haven't, like, done anything with it, but I normally don't do anything with it. I don't know why it's being... We're keeping it down for the rest, I guess. Oh, we can devil lock it. Let's do that. Let's do a devil lock for the rest of the stream. I got something to say. You can never do the rest of that song. I don't even think I'm on key there. I think I'm, like, really low. But also, it's, like, almost midnight. I don't want to be singing at the pitch I need to hit that note. Or the volume I need to hit that pitch, I should say. 61% on Susie. Here we go. If you want to scream, scream with me. This nightmare never ends. Ooh, baby, when you cry. Misfits are so cool, man. What a cool band. What a cool and fun and fresh band. Fresh and funky band. Susie takes game number 1. Here we go. Game 2. This is, like, the worst hairstyle. It makes it look like my hair is thinning when it simply needs to be brushed. This makes it look like I got a comb over. I guess it is technically a comb over, but I do have the hair. Susie beating his ass a little bit. Okay, so Susie takes that. We've got Razorleaf and Nettle up next. Susie guaranteed top 2. I started singing Misfits and I lost viewers. You will lose subscriber. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? What do we got here? 10 seconds left on it. 75% on Nettle. People liking Nettle. All right. 83% as it closes. People like the wall. Big spin kick, big miss. Needle stabs, big miss as well. Hits it. That's a chunk. Now to do the Lilith Hobo theme. There's a place. Keeps on calling me. Down the road. That's where I'll always be. And every stop I make a new friend. Damn, Razor Leaf went crazy there. What the hell? Can't stay for long. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I wanna settle down. Happy Axie, how are you doing? Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Do-do, 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 do-do. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, we'll travel light. That's hobo style. Anyway, that is hobo style. Razor Leaf, gonna take it. We're gonna see the rematch. Congratulations to Zafir for getting 3rd place and 4th place in this tournament. But we are on grand finals now. And there's an ad playing right now. I'm going to wait till it's over to get the next one going. But it's a rematch of what we saw. And this is it. This is it for Monster Rancher tournaments for a little bit, at least. I will be doing them occasionally, but they're going to be more one-offs. No more leagues. We have a moratorium on leagues. Our final bet for a little while. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Hope you guys have enjoyed the league. I'm going to make a little video talking about it and probably a Rancher rundown on it. There's more community Monster Rancher tournaments happening at least. Yeah, it's not the end of the scene. I'm just going to take a little break after 6 years of nonstop tournament organizing. Huge bets on Razor. The left color? Yeah, left is color Pandora. You dropped a lot on the hair. All right. Oh, it's evening out. We're having some big bets. So 68% on Razor Leaf. We have about 70,000 chips in the pot right now. No, we have that. We have 90,000 chips in the pot right now. I'm about to make so many chips. Damn, we're already swinging. We get a dragon. Dragon's uncommon. Okay, here we go. First to 5 wins, as is tradition. Grand finals, DXBL heavyweight rank B. This is the final tournament of the DXBL4 season. Probably the final battle of the DXBL as a series. Never say never. I might bring it back in many moons from now, but we will be taking it from league running. Let's get into it. Kung Fu Kick opener. It's big damage. Tail Swing 2 in a row. Gets him down to half health. Razor Leaf, huge advantage right now. Face attack's going to miss at 60%. Spin Kick will kill. I mean, everything would kill. He had 59 life. He grits it. He's hanging in there. Big guts lead right now. Honestly, not too bad of a position for him as long as he can swing. He keeps swinging. Kamikaze, 76%. Might have killed if it landed. Spin Kick going to miss. 3 seconds left on the clock. Another Kamikaze. Crit will kill. He dodges it. The heroine's game 1. Kung Fu Kick. He's got power. Giant Whip with power, big miss. Giant Whip with power again, misses again. Razor Leaf dodging everything. Gets hit with the face attack as I say that. The Giant Whip gonna miss for a third time. Spin kick on a 50-50, misses that one. Doesn't need anything that big bang, just wasting his guts here. Giving Susie a chance to get back into it. Misses Giant Whip. Hits tail swing, needs something bigger than that though. Perhaps Giant Whip? If only I was as good at predicting the lottery. Game 3, here we go. 1-all. Kung Fu kick, big miss at 38%. Giant Whip gonna miss on the 50-50. Hits there, puts him in the yellow. No power proc. Kamikaze finishes him off. 2-1. 2-1. Here we go, game number 4. 1-2 punch gonna miss. 70 guts for Susie. Just building up those guts. Big crit there, but Susie can bring this back real quickly. Guts bonus, giving him extra damage on those attacks. Face attack on a land, puts him in the yellow. He's got power. Basically, next hit wins. Misses the 1-2 punch. He can keep swinging if he wants. Spin kick. Spin miss. Giant Whip lands. 3-1. 3-1. On to game 5. Susie, 2 wins away from being league champion. 1 win away from being league champion. What's gonna happen? Kung Fu kick, big miss. Not a great opener for Razor Leaf. Tail swing is gonna miss. Giant Whip again, it lands, and that's it. 5-1, not even close. Susie with a dominant performance. Holy moly. Razor Leaf, very good mon, but that matchup did not look good for the hair at all. Congratulations. Susie X3, new champion of heavyweight. 14,000 chips? Oh my god. Everyone's eating tonight. Hello, it's me, the guy who contributed 45% of the entire pot. Yeah. 34,000 chips? Holy. Damn. People making out big style. Anyway. What time is it? 11:47. It's a good time because it rhymes. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your continued support through the DXBL. July is going to be a fun month because I will be able to stream a lot more, and I will be able to put videos a lot more often because I'm not working nearly as much. It's wonderful. Obviously not super wonderful for the pocketbook, but I'm not stressed about the money. Like I don't need it. It's just, you know, I've prepared for it leading up to this over the last couple of months. Razor Leaf 1, Susie X3 5. And the tournament is over. So let's take a look at the standings real quick. Susie X3, 5 wins, no losses. Razor Leaf, 5 wins as well. Only lost to Susie. So, very good performance. Nettle losing round 2. Clawing its way back. Arc with 4th place. Airtron and Shrike in 5th. Gulag and Hinwood rounding out top 8. Pimpy, it looked like the dream was alive, and then it was not alive. Fair play. It's no problemo. Totally legal. All getting 9th. Bella Undine Turnabout Veteran in the 13th place. And Shinova, sorry. Shavona. One for the road, right? I had to pronounce it wrong. One more time. Girls Night, Mad Clown, Mini Potkiao, The Crawdaddy, and Tongue Slappin'. Just happy to be here. Alright, everybody. I thank you again for chilling. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, like, the league was not as... I wanted to do so much more with the league, but it would have been a good idea at the beginning of pandemic when I had, like, nothing else to do. Which is why it worked so well for, like, the Monster Rancher Battle League. But DXBL was a different beast, and it was, you know, got away from me a little bit, but super fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go raid somebody. And then I think I don't want to promise that I'm going to stream tomorrow, but I might stream some auto chess tomorrow. If I'm going to be playing anyway, I might as well stream it, and we can chill and hang out. Let's raid Mar. He's been... What's he playing? Mega Man X2? Hell yeah. Alright. Hope you guys had a good time. Hope you had fun yesterday. Hope you had fun today. A lot of streams, a lot more videos, a lot more fun stuff happening on the channel this month. More Patreon exclusive stuff. Patreon and YouTube membership stuff. So, appreciate every single person hanging out, whether you're chatting or not. Just being here is a big deal. But I'm going to go get some sleep. Bye-bye.